Right now everybody is creating storytelling content, and the reason behind it is we love to hear stories, we love to watch stories, movies, anything, stuff like that, and we love to watch content that tells a story that feels connected to us. And this is what the person brand is all about, and this is the reason that everybody wants to build a person brand right now. And the reason a lot of people, they want to create storytelling content, they want to build their personal brand, but they don't do it, is that they think their life is not interesting enough, their stories are not good enough, or maybe sometimes people think that they don't have enough stories, they have not done anything big in life and stuff like that. A lot of time people think that they have not worked with enough clients, and this is the reason that they don't have enough stories to actually create content on. And these are the lines I have heard from my peers, my clients, my friends, and I know that someone in the audience, or maybe all of you in the audience, have felt one thing or the other thing at least once. And let me break this bubble for you, that you are not out of stories. Don't you have stories, you are just out of the perspective, and you just need to give a little bit focus on this, your stories, on yourself, and I am going to help you do that. You can create 20 stories out of one idea, you can create 20 content piece out of one idea, just by using different methods. And in this video I am going to help you create a storytelling content, and today I am going to tell you 7 super simple storytelling technique that anyone and everyone can use it in their content, even if you think that your life is boring as hell. Okay, so let's get started. And before we get into the actual video, I am Aditya. I am a social media manager and personal branding strategist. I have helped a client build their personal brand and their content and gotten some crazy results out of it. Welcome to my channel, and let's get into the video. So the first method is conversation based content, and this is like very simple. And basically it is, you take a conversation and you turn it into a story. The conversation you had with your friend, your best friend, your brother, sister, family member, your leads, clients, peers, anybody, you take that conversation and turn it into a story. But make sure to be mindful of being helpful towards your audience. That story is helpful in any way to your audience. Either it can educate them, or it can you know inspire them, or make them feel something in any way. And this is all about it. Just like, I can, to give an example, I created a content that someone told me that I came to you for a content, and you are asking me for content, and I cannot create anyone's personal stories, right? So I do have to ask them for their personal stories, and obviously there is a content structure and everything. So this, I'll take this piece of conversation and I'll create it into a LinkedIn post, Instagram post. I did post it on my profile, and it did really, really good. A lot of people did relate with that. So the second content is Dear Diary reflection type of content. This is basically like sit with your thoughts kind of content. You reflect, you like whatever you journal, you share the messy things in this. You can be as raw, as real, like anything you can post in this section. You can talk about what's working for you, what's not working for you, the good part of it, the messy part of it. I generally like to talk about my goals, my visions, and the kind of routines and habits that I am building, and behind the scene of my life in this section. you know just like I am a huge fan of 12 week a year, and I always post about what's my goal is, and how I have gotten better than the last month, or maybe what I have done and that have worked for me, and what is not working for me, and what is this thing that this was my goal and I didn't acted on it. So I create content in this area around this. Sometimes I also create content, a reflective question, that how did I feel, stuff like that. Okay, you can also add that. Okay, the third one is experience based content. What happened in your life, it's all about your experience, right? A win, a fail, an awkward moment, right? And take that experience and flip it into something that inspires your audience, maybe motivates them, maybe helps them in some way, right? Also, it's not a diary entry, it's not about you, it's about your audience through your experience. So make sure to put it in that way. Just like I can create content that, when first time I tried to batch content, this is what happened, and this is what you learn from it, right? This kind of content. The fourth one is thought leadership and perspective based content, and this is where you talk about your bold thoughts, bold opinions, your perspectives, and everything around it. And this is where you'll say how your brain works, your process, your core beliefs, who you are on the inside, what is your take on something, right? This category is all about that. The fifth one is diagnostic content, and basically is it's about you taking a certain situation, a piece of information, and diagnosing that. And basically you become a doctor, you take a real problem and you saw the behind the scene of it and what is actually behind that. And this is like you can become a go-to person for people, and if you do diagnostic kind of content, because a lot of people, a lot of experts are gatekeeping a lot of information and telling people the basic things. So a lot of people don't know what is going on and what it takes to actually something or maybe reach their goals, right? Can do that and you become a go-to expert in your industry. And this is one way to build your authority. By the way, you can build authority with any kind of content. You just have to know that how to frame your content. The sixth one is hot take content, and as the name suggests, it is a hot take, your hot take on any topic. It can be about anything, but if you are picking the trending topic and giving your perspective on it, it becomes like more like a viral content. Yeah, this is a hack that I have used and gotten good results for it. Okay. The seventh one is flex content. And what I mean by flex content, flex basically the kind of results you have gotten, the kind of testimonials you have, and everything. Talk about that. How you have helped your clients to go from point A to point B, everything. And this is one of the like best way to build your authority, that like add your social proof basically. People see, when people see social proof, they trust you more. And obviously you can add that, but the key is here, do not create just one type of content but have a balance of all based on your brand goal. So now you know these seven type of storytelling methods. So stop telling yourself that you don't have enough stories. You can literally just take one ideas and create seven story content piece out of it, right? Now let's talk about one of the most important thing, content structure. And why I am telling you this, do not be like super rigid on this on content structure. I would say, create content in a way, the way like you will tell your best friend, right? But the thing is, having a good hook, a body, and CTA is very important, because if you don't have a good hook, people will not watch your video. If you don't have a good CTA, people will not take action. And if you don't have a good body, I mean story, you know what happens, right? So now you have seven storytelling methods. Tell me in the comments that which one you like the most, and I would love to hear from you. If you found this video helpful, please like this video. And if you feel like you want to be consistent, but you are not consistent with your content creation, please watch this video. You are going to find so much helpful. Bye.